soon. What I just read.
Steady does it. Indeed. The work of a moment. I'll have it in no time. I'll have it in no time.
Big okay. Something.
You must have seen some amazing sights on your way north.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. The mountain halls of these northern dwarves. Plenty.
I haven't been further south in the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranganui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
Right. I shall be discreet.
I shall be discreet. Champion. Shackle House. Well, hello there. Looks comforting.
Well met, friend.
Aefre wears a defiant expression and a sturdy yet battered suit of armor. She seems to bear each scratch and ding with pride. You don't look like one of the lights. Can I help you with something? Who are you? I'm Aefre, a lieutenant with the dozens. She taps her dented breastplate. We're the last fighting force in Defiance Bay that remembers what it means to be Deerwoodian. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who seems to care about the way Maea's squeezing the locals. Care about the trouble that's all in us. Ordinary Kif are angry, as they should be with that crooked Manua. Manua? I'm gonna say that. Toading up to the nobles. She sneers. She's using the tragedy of Widwin's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Erudian overlords who drove out 200 years ago. Well, see, you drove them out and then they came back and you did nothing for 200 years or 150 years. People around here know you to be an honest broker. Medea's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment. Yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that fair? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? That is a good point. I mean, if she could lower the prices, then she'll get more business, surely. I'll see what I can get Medea to lower prices. Yeah.
How do you do?
Okay, alright. That. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hello there.
And what does the flame reveal?
Can't get a good shot.
Hate that you're there. Really starting to piss me. You're just floating around.
Lava will be on seek.
Magic though.
Lava will be on seek.
Don't even point!
Not to magic.
Did get a good shot.
That's not very helpful.
I'll let...
Can't get a good shot with this.
These ones are in. For a walk.
I'll be healing it after this one.
No good.
That's not very helpful.
That's not very helpful. Nasty.
Laying low.
I'd like to heal. Cling to the pricks of planks.
I wonder what this is.
Something nice and shiny. Shiny.
Let's go.
Yep.
This isn't working. Following your... Oh.
Why did I do that?
I'm here.
This isn't working. Roll up 10.
What are you doing? I told you to attack this person over here. I'm gonna help them out. back, I think.
That's not very helpful. This thing isn't.
Kinda good over there, so. They're doing it. And if I can kill them, actually.
Hey.
Excellent. You can do damage to them, I think. In. They're dead. Right. Start healing pretty soon. Do, 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 do. A young boy's corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hands have stiffened around a dagger. A soul lingers nearby, something confused and lost in the seaside fog. Brave Darren. As you reach for the soul, it lashes out. Glowing mist strikes at the air around you. The soul can't touch you, but you feel it burn with a feeble, uncontrolled rage. Okay, I'm here to help. The soul flickers. It ripples towards you. Timidly at first, as it swirls around you, you experience wonder, fear, and the joy of running between the ships at noon. With a jolt, it pulls you into the streets around the salty mast. Women with painted faces weave between men stumbling in and out of the lamplight. Father's gone in for a drink, just like always. He said he's only in for a few minutes, but it's been hours. The man guarding the door only laughed when you tried to explain this. So he just left them outside. Oh, that's nice, eh? There's always a back door. In an alley, two men have cornered a woman. You check. Her cheeks are streaked with tears. She's backed against the wall and looking away. They're inching closer. You step forward. The men barely acknowledge you, but the woman looks at you, a plea in her eyes. You've seen that look in abused strays. And your hollow-born sister, that time father took her from her splintering cradle into the filled wash basin. You were brave that day. A knife in the thug's belt, it's in your hands, and now it's in his thigh. You're small and fast, but not fast enough. Fingers bite into your arm, and a muddy boot sails towards your face. Then everything is muffled by a cold, brackish water. Soul retreats from you. It pulses with questions. You died. You need to understand this and move on. Darren Souls absorbs his thoughts and ebbs in the ocean mist around the dock. Young boy's corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed, so take the dagger then. All the boy's small hands are rigid and deaf, but you pry the dagger free. It looks too large and too expensive to belong to him. The letter B is carved into the pommel. What quench you then? Alright, so I could save it here. Yeah, because I have to speak to Durance anyway. Alright. So now what was this over here? Is that that? Yeah, that was it. Okay. It looks like I'm gonna have a wee shindig in here then.
Gods keep you.
I want to talk to you about that. You hear you've raising prices. What else am I supposed to do? I have to provide certain measures for my employees and their clients, especially with so many holoborn in the district. And with the price of bitter squash at high as this, I got no choice but to raise mine. She taps your chest with a finger. And don't get me started on cutthroat business, not with the Donimals carrying on the way they are. Well, they're all dead, so don't worry. The legacy will end one day. Take a small loss now, keep the customers happy. Yeah, the legacy will end one day. Take a small loss now to keep your customers happy. I hadn't thought of it that way. Maea rubs her two-tone chin. Very well, I'll roll everything back and I'll hold you to the legacy ending one day. You hear? Back to work with me. Need anything else? Oh. Money. Good. Anything else? Like I say, I could just go back there and come back, and that should boost that. I think I have to go back over here then. Done. Cool. Easy peasy. I may as well go over there then. What else do they have to say? So we may as well, yeah, we may as well go. Well, we'll have to go away over the other side and fan this stuff in.
Laying low.
Fuckered off. Son of a bitch. I did all that and they just went, nah, see ya, pal. See ya. Correct. Explore this area. We're going to explore these places as well. But we do have to get now hiring builders. No experience needed.
Good day to you.
As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You interested in doing some construction work? Her clothes are simple, but nicer than most you've seen in Ondra's gift. Pays good money. I take you're having trouble finding workers. Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. She shakes her head. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell them about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted ever since the floods of Ondra's gift. Echoes of the war. The flood certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full to bursting. Ondra's gift was flooded. Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Aeduan military. Cost us a lot though. The whole district was supposed to be elevated, but not everyone left in time. The Aeduans put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadrit's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind and one of the last to die. She shrugs. I don't know why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift. But there you have it. That won't stop me. Good, about time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages in her pocket and pulls like a skeleton key, and she hands it to you. She hesitates. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it is an old building, so watch your step. I have questions. What's inside it? If only. It's been inhabited since the flooded Ondra's gift. What you building? An inn, allegedly. She brushes a single loose strand of her bun behind her ear. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the salty mass. Plus, encouragement to lower even prices as well, because competition. This district has been in the dumps since the War of the Vines. It seems ready for some fresh development. So imagine my excitement when I find this place 3 floors tall and right on the water for sale at a reasonable price. The seller suggested that there were other interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I'd taken time to really look into it. That was stupid, yep. Being from New Hamer, I knew about the floods, but I didn't know about the superstitions surrounding the lighthouse, and the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'll be a miracle from the Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. About the flood. Hadrit ordered the near end of the War of Defiance. It was one of the finishing blows to the Arwinian military. Cost us a lot though. The whole district was supposed to be elevated, but not everyone left in time. The Arwinians put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later, and Hadrit's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind, and one of the last to die. She shrugs. I don't know what that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift. But there you have it. Up from Defiance Bait, she laughs bitterly. What gives it away, the accent, or the fact that I was a dupe who paid good coin for this place? I'm from New Hamer, on the northeast coast, northern coast. It's smaller than Defiance Bay, so I came here hoping for some fresh opportunities, and maybe the chance to do a little good in the neighbourhood. Right? Nothing else to worry about, eh? I have a lot of questions now. You have to rest first, so I think I'll go away at the goose place. Deliver that, and go all the way to Caed Noir. And I have to finish off that castle quest, so I want to do that as well. I have to hear about this. The young, lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat behind on his frown brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
Good day, stranger.
If you're a moment, you're not around here, right? You don't like you're from the docks. He looks around nervously. I could use your help. What's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, saying you have kind-hearted salt. He runs a hand through his hair nervously. It's the captain, or rather, not the captain himself, but his chest. Here, his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was loading it with the rest of the things, but with us staying in port a couple of days, and because I have gotten a little distracted. Marceno nods towards the building nearby. I wasn't gone long, but just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, the chest was gone. He steps a pleading look at you. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far, but the shift's changed. And I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardarm. Please, if you could get it back from me, I swear by the flame, I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortino finds out anyway. Any idea where the thieves might have taken the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figure they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't got it open. Unless you take an axe to it, I suppose. Oh god, he takes a breath. If they've got it open, I really am done for. What makes you think I'm not from around here? Gut feeling. Well, the fact that I'm a dwarf. Got a sailor? Yes, sir. I signed on half a year back. The pay's decent, and the sight of the sun coming up over the sea, I wouldn't give that up for anything. He sighs. I just wished I asked around about the captain